All right, so that being said, Ms. Underwood, do you waive the reading of the felony information?
I do, Your Honor. We would ask the court to enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Gooden's behalf and set this matter for kind of a quick pretrial, Your Honor. I would highly imagine this matter is going to be taken care of and resolved. But if we could just have a quick pretrial.
My next available pretrial is January 25.
Thank you, Your Honor. And
right,
I
so-
do acknowledge receipt of the information at this point, Your Honor, and I have reviewed it. And the
All right.
witness list and request for discovery.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Gooden, I will set this for another pretrial on January 20 or for a pretrial on January 25th at 8:30 in the morning. And we will have the information sent to MDOC to have you appear via Zoom. So we'll see you back on that day, Mr. Gooden. Thank you. All right, Mr. Glazier, I have Mr. Gatos, but I lost him. Where'd he go? Oh, he's in. I lost him. Where'd he go? All right, well, I had him. But now I don't. All right, what was your name again?
Donovan Friel.
So I still need a notice of hearing for Donovan Friel. So, Ms. Adams, could I set this out to Ms. Meir? My next available Wednesday would be January 25th.
I'll be back on the 27th, Your Honor.
Okay, how about February 1?
That's fine.
All right, so Ms. Adams, I'll need a notice of hearing for Mr. Friel for February 1. Ms. Meir, do you have the parties' names and case number? Because I need to put it on the record.
You're muted.
I'm here on Donovan Friel too.
Right, but it's not on the docket.
Okay,
So,
the case number I have is 2249593 PP. And the parties are Madison Grinnell, GRINNELL, as the petitioner versus Donovan Friel, FRIEL, respondent.
all right, and then we have Mr. Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Friel and Ms. Meir on behalf of the people. So we will set this out, as I said, to February 1 at let's do, what's Mr. Glazier? Let's do 8:30 in the morning. Oh wait, let me see. PPOs we normally do at, let me see, hold on. How about we do 10:30 in the morning, Miss Adams? And Miss Adams, if I could get it.
Sorry, you do have jury trial starting at 10:30.
That's okay. They're never ready to go at 10:30 anyway. Mr. Friel, have you been served with a copy of the violation of the PPO because you're here today?
I had this court date adjourned. There was supposed to be one last month that got adjourned to today. And then
Did you receive a copy of the alleged violation of the PPO?
Yeah.
Did you receive a copy of it, Mr. Glazier?
I don't know if I did or not. I don't think so.
Okay. All right, Ms. Meir, if you want to send someone down, I don't know if that's valid service. You'd have to deal with Mr. Glazier on that. And Ms. Adams, I'm going to come back and get that notice.
Looks like we sent everything to the public defenders on December 1st. I have a proof of service here.
For the PPO.
Yeah.
Okay, I
All right,
probably
let me
did.
see if I can get a notice. Hold on.
Mr. Friel,
yeah,
are you coming in to see me?
I can come in right after this if you want me to.
Well, I got other stuff I'm doing. You were supposed to come in so we could draft that letter to Ms. Meir.
Yeah, well, your assistant Leo called me and said that you weren't available to make it, so I don't know, that's the
All
third
right,
time
all
now.
right. Come in, hold on a second. Let me get my tomorrow schedule.
John, do you want me to subpoena the petitioner for the next date?
I don't think so. I'm more interested in taking care of the thing down in district court, the exam that's coming up, or the PC that's coming up. Mr. Freer, can you come in and see me tomorrow?
Yeah, after, I can be there at like 3 PM if you're available then. I got work till 2:30.
3 o'clock will work.
Alrighty, I'll see you then.
All right, and bring in all the stuff so I can get this over to Ms. Meir.
Yes, sir.
Phoebe, I'm like the text and all the stuff that we've got from her. I think I'm just gonna send them to you so you can, rather than try to copy them and all that, I'm gonna just send them directly to you, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll send a letter explaining to you what each one is.
Okay, that works.
Alright, here, can you give that to him? Alright, I'm giving a notice, my bailiff's handing down a notice of hearing to him. Okay. Thank you, safe travels. Alright. Let's see. I lost one of my jail windows, Becky. Mr. Dietos was on there and then now he's gone. So Mr. Love. All right, I do not have Matthew Murphy. Is Matthew Murphy coming in today?
Judge, I'm covering for Mr. Murphy.
Okay,
I've
Mr. Bruce Love, you want to come up to the podium? Okay, all right, this is in the matter of, you can sit down if you need to sit down too, sir. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Bruce Anthony Love, file number 21-20538H. I have Salvatore Malaro filling in for Mr. Murphy today on behalf of Mr. Love. And I have Phoebe Meir appearing on behalf of the people. Mr. Malaro, how did you wish to proceed today with Mr. Love?
Your Honor, Mr. Murphy's notes are that the matter be set for a trial. And then Mr. Murphy's going to talk to Mr. Love about a resolution, it says.
Okay. All right, Ms. Meir, all right, so plea offer, and I'm just making sure my notes are correct in this case, or as charged. Is that correct, Ms. Meir?
Yes.
Right. So, look at the charges. All right, I'm gonna guess this is a one-day jury trial. Mr. Love, this is a 2021 file. And Ms. Adams, I'm looking for a one-day jury trial.
Tuesday, February 14th.
Okay.
Is that the jury trial, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Murphy's schedule says he's fine there.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Sneed appears to be available then too.
Okay. All right, so we will set this for a one-day jury trial on February 14th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Mr. Love, had a lot of people down with the flu and stuff this week, so I apologize. You probably want to make an appointment to go in and meet with your attorney at his office. Count 1, count 3, and count 4. Well, I don't know. I mean, on the felony information, Miss Muir,
Yeah,
I have asterisks only next to count 3, 4, and 5. Is that correct?
yes, I'm guessing those were added at preliminary exam.
Because I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, I thought those meant those are the counts they, okay.
No,
So-
so when the case was bound over, it had added charges, so we put asterisks next to them because it wasn't originally charged.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Love, you need to go in and speak with your attorney because several of these counts, if you,
Should be,
huh,
I know.
they carry life. I just want to make sure you understand.
Yeah, but,
I understand. I just always want to make sure everybody has all their information on the record. So you just schedule an appointment. They're 5-year
I'm
felonies.
facing life with somebody ain't even none of mine.
Well, I understand. That's why your attorney asked for it to be set for trial, Mr. Love. I'm just advising you on the felony information, count 1, count 3, count 4 are 5-year felonies. Because you have a habitual offender 4th offense notice, those would become life offenses. So I just want you to have that information. So schedule a time in with Mr. Murphy to prepare for trial though in the near future because your trial is set for February 14th at 9 a.m. All right,
And
thank you, Mr. Love.
Count 5.
Your
is
Honor, was there a
mandatory
pretrial
minimum.
set on that?
It's supposed to be a pre-trial right now. That's what I'm supposed to be here for now, for a pre-trial. That's what.
You are here for a pre-trial.
Well, then, I was supposed to went to a trial before, then they switched it to a trial. Well, this is crazy, man.
Okay,
This is stupid. Every time I come
and then I'll put deadlines of January 18th for all motions and jury instructions and voir dire questions due.
I'm showing all
Record
those
should
have
reflect
been,
Mr. Love left the courtroom. Well, Ms. Mayor,
I was gonna say, I'm showing all of those have been filed already. If the court needs anything else from us though, just let us know. I think it was pre-appeal that we got all those filed.
that's fine, but I don't know if the defense has filed theirs, so. All right, and Mr. Valaro, Mr. Love left, so we'll mail a copy to the public defender's office. You can mail a copy to him.
Okay.
All
and
right.
Judge, just for clarification, you had said February 14th of 22, but you really meant
23.
23. Okay.
All right, Mr. Dieto, sorry I lost you.
I accidentally left the meeting. I forgot to put got it. I'm in the other room, so.
It's okay. It's okay. Let me find you. Not a problem. You said your attorney was Mr. Glazier, right?
Yes.
File. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Nicholas Dietos, file number 22-21180FC. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Dietos, and I have Phoebe Meir appearing on behalf of the people. This is a date and time set for arraignment in this matter. Mr. Glazier, have you received a copy of the felony information?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. We'd waive the reading of that. Enter a plea of not guilty and ask this matter be set for a pretrial, Your Honor. We would ask that the court order an evaluation on criminal responsibility. It was ordered down at the district court, and I've been having a lot of problems with the state of Michigan on this. They do one, but they don't do the other. And sometimes they get the guy to waive it. Sometimes they just don't do it. In this case, I don't know the reason why, but I definitely need a evaluation as to criminal responsibility. And after that, I'm going to have some independence done on both competency and criminal responsibility. So I think we're gonna need some time on this, but I just want to make sure I get it, the order. In fact, Judge Shaler said she was gonna put it in again. But just to cover myself, I'd ask Your Honor to put in an ordering
So
evaluation.
I have an order dated September 13th of 2022 for evaluation regarding criminal responsibility.
Yep,
So,
that was never done.
well, I understand that, but I don't think I need to order it again. I think you just need to send it again to the forensic center.
I can do that, Your Honor, but I've been having not very good luck.
We haven't up here either, to be honest with you, but, so, I mean, we have that order in place, so I would say just, it's already ordered, so
Does everyone have the
just-
letter dated October 31st?
Okay, what does that say?
It just says there will be additional delays in scheduling the criminal responsibility evaluation because of the high volume of evaluation orders received by the center. Please know that the evaluation of the defendant's criminal responsibility will be performed as soon as possible. If you have any questions regarding the continued delay, then gives a telephone number and email address.
Can you send that letter over to me? I apparently didn't get that.
Yeah.
I don't have that in the file as well. It might be in the district court file.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing, because it's titled to Judge Shadler. So I can send it to, you want me to send it to Ms. Adams?
Yes, please, and Mr. Glazier. And
Yeah.
I'll set this out for another pretrial. Let's do February 15th, just to see if we've heard anything. How's that, Mr. Glazier?
That's fine, Your Honor.
And that'll be at 8:30. I used to volunteer there and they used to have a full staff of people that did these. And that was back, John, when we always got them right away. And then they went to part-timers and contract employees and they're understaffed and it's a mess. All right, so Mr. Dietos, we will see you back here on February 15th at 8:30 in the morning for a pretrial, all right?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir, and I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so, all right, I have a Miranda. Miranda's, let's see if I can find Miranda. I don't see a Miranda. It's got- We have Matthew Martin, who is Mr. Laros. Anybody have a Miranda today?
What's the last name, Judge?
Miss Muir, who is the woman on the, oh, Miranda is not a woman. Unless, all right, so I have a Miranda with a beard. So what's your name, sir?
No, this is Dennis Lau.
Let me change your screen name.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know that it said that.
Yeah, okay, so who's your attorney, Mr. Lau?
Mr. Murphy.
All right, Mr. Malaro, you covering for that one too?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lau, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room and you'll be up next, okay? All right, Ms. Butler, you're represented by Mr. Glazier. Mr. Malaro, I have Mr. Martin. Do you need to speak with Mr. Martin?
No, I do not unless he needs to, but he can always come in and make an appointment.
All right, so in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kristen Dolores Butler, file number 2019-19302FH, I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Ms. Butler. And, or is it you, Ms. Underwood? Is it Mr. Glazier or you?
I have Miss Butler.
Okay, and this is the date and time scheduled for a violation of probation pretrial. And I have Phoebe Meir appearing on behalf of the people just because she's here. So, Mr. Glazier, how do you wish to proceed today?
I need to speak with Ms. Butler for a second, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Butler, I am going to put you in a breakout room
John,
with,
Yeah,
so just so you're aware, it looks like she does have a new charge and the next court date for that is January 20th.
is that the one that we already pled to?
Pled to for what?
Financial transaction device?
Mm, I don't think so.
do you know what the charge is, Ms. Walsh?
Look.
It is a sentencing on that January date.
Oh,
so she
okay.
did plead to it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm aware of that one.
Sorry.
That's all right. If I could
All right,
speak.
I've opened the breakout room. Mr. Glazier and Ms. Butler, you can go ahead and join. Mr. Malaro, are you ready on Mr. Martin? Let me call the file. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Matthew Dean Martin. File number 21-20466FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Martin, and I have Phoebe Meir appearing on behalf of the people. So, Mr. Malaro, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Martin today?
And I'm gonna ask to adjourn this for another pretrial. I need to sit down with Mr. Martin to go over some things. Is not Mr. Martin issue about getting together. It's just some issues in my office. So it'd be my request.
Okay, all right, you had adjourned back in November to file motions. Were you still filing those motions?
Still evaluating that, Your Honor. That's why I need to talk to Mr. Martin about.
All right, so, I will adjourn this to, I'm gonna get a trial date on this too. So I will, let's see, we put Miss Adams, Mr. Love, we set for trial on, what day did we do that?
It was,
February 14th.
yeah.
All right, so, 20538. So I'm going to set this for trial on February 14th as well, Mr. Malaro. And 23, 9 a.m. And this would be a one-day trial probably. Is there co-defendants? Mr. Malaro, there are co-defendants. Have they been set for trial or pled out or what?
Judge, I have no idea. This is related to a file that Mr. Martin had already had resolved by retained counsel. And the court, we thought there might have been a plea agreement about not
There had
prosecuting.
been nothing on the record.
And you had reviewed the plea agreement because of his status and indicated that you did not see that in the plea agreement that had been placed on the record.
So Ms. Adams, can I get like an April trial date?
Okay.
I think one of the co-defendants already pled out, and I'm not sure about Zachary Mellon.
Judge, I don't know. I know there probably were co-defendants, but I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it's been over a year since he pled and was sentenced.
2 years. I've been on this for 3 years.
I mean, Mr. Milan, since he was pled and sentenced, has been over a year.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Yeah, this is at
Hey
20.
there, it's Agent Walsh from Lenawee County.
Hey, Jennifer Walsh,
Question,
you are
is the
not
home
muted.
revision Part of,
Jen Walsh,
oh geez, hold
Jen
on.
Walsh. Jen,
Judge, it looks like you already have 3 jury trials except for Wednesday, April 12th. You have one already scheduled.
all right, why don't we put it on April 12 at 10:30? And then I'll set a pretrial for February 15th at 8:30. And then hopefully the pretrial can be via Zoom. And all right, so pretrial via Zoom, February 15th at 8:30 a.m. and we'll set a trial date for April 12, 23 at 10:30 a.m. And make sure you meet with Mr. Malaro when he asks you to, and we will see you back on those days. All right, Mr. Martin?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Miss Butler, you are back. So Mr. Mr. Glazier, how do you wish to proceed with Miss Butler?
Excuse me? We're gonna enter a plea guilty to the violation of probation. Ma'am.
Okay. All right, Miss Butler, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, state your full name for the record, please.
Kristen Dolores Butler.
All right, Ms. Butler, you had asked for court-appointed counsel. We appointed Mr. Glazier to represent you. Are you satisfied with Mr. Glazier as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, I am.
All right, so Ms. Butler, the allegations against you are that you violated the terms of your probation by failing to report on March 1 of 2022 or any time thereafter. Do you understand that's the allegation against you?
Yes, I do.
Now, you're currently on probation for embezzlement, agent or trustee, 1,000 or more, but less than $20,000, which could carry a maximum penalty of up to 5 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Now, do you understand that you have a right to contest this violation of probation charge and to have a trial on it?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that throughout the trial, you would be presumed innocent until your guilt is proven by a preponderance of the evidence?
Yes.
You have a right to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, to have your lawyer ask those witnesses questions, or you may ask them yourself, and to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at that trial. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that you do not have to testify at your trial and no one can say anything about you not testifying or hold it against you in any way? Do you understand all of that?
Yes, I do.
On the other hand, do you understand that you have a right to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes.
All right, and how do you plead to the charge that you violated the terms of your probation by failing to report on March 1 of 2022 or any time thereafter? Guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you will be giving up the right to a trial, as I've already explained to you?
Yes.
Has anything been promised to you to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty?
No.
If I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, I do.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes,
So, Miss Butler, you were placed on probation. One of the terms of your probation is you were to report as required. Is that correct?
yes, it is.
And you were required to report on March 1 of 2022. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And did you report on March 1 of 22?
No, I did not.
Did you report any time after that?
No, I did not.
Okay. I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of her rights. She does have competent counsel. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a probation violation report. We'll set this matter for sentencing on January 6th at 8 a.m.
Can I talk to her for just a few minutes, Judge?
Sure. Mr. Glazier, that's January 6th at 8 a.m.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and Ms. Butler, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room then with Ms. Walsh.
Okay,
And give you a moment to speak with her. And go ahead and join that breakout room. All right, I have a gentleman joining me from the jail. What is your name?
Jeff Elliott.
All right, let me change your name. All right, grab your file. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jeffrey Allen Elliott, file number 21-20212. And let's see how many file you have this morning. All right. And I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Elliott, and I have Phoebe Meir appearing on behalf of the people. This is a pretrial conference as well as a contempt of court pretrial in this matter. So, Mr. Malaro, how do you wish to proceed today?
Your Honor, may I have a breakout with Mr. Elliott? To see if we can get a resolution on the record.
All right. So, Mr. Elliott and Mr. Malaro, I'm going to add you to a breakout room. And go ahead and click on join. I'm going to take these files back. Sue, why don't you take a quick break? You too, Jeff.
All right.
I think you're all set, Miss Butler.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Nobody here.
Becky, can you hear me?
So,
Was Marcus Monroe moved yesterday?
yes,
What was the next date?
Mr. Fry asked if it could be moved to the January 5th at 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
all right, Mr. Malaro, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Elliott?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, and how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Elliott?
Your Honor, we're gonna ask to adjourn this out probably 2 weeks.
For another pretrial?
Yes, please.
All right, I don't have a pretrial. Let me see. I can do, I don't have a pretrial in 2 weeks. I can do January 4 in 1 week.
You think the 4th will work for you, Mr. Elliott?
That should be fine.
Okay, the 4th is fine, Joe.
Okay. Otherwise, I'd have to go to February, so. All right, so I'll set this for January 4 at 8:30 a.m. And we'll see you back on that day. You'll do the stip in order to adjourn, Mr. Malaro?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, and Ms. Muir, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, you're all set, Mr. Elliott.
Thank you.
Mr. Dagger Margosian, are you only here on Miss Carr?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, well, we don't have Miss Carr. Do you have Miss Carr?
I don't have Miss Carr. No. I can try to reach out to her. Let me see if I can get an update for the court.
I have an update, but not directly from her.
Could you actually, I don't have any of the paperwork if there's an alleged violation or anything. Is it possible to send that to me in the meantime?
I don't, well, there was a motion and or order to show cause, which was set for today. This is in the matter of people of the state of Michigan versus Aaron Michelle Carr, file number 22-20951FH. So this was a date and time set for a show cause. And notice was sent to her to appear. She is no longer, let's see, she missed her drug screens on November 7th, November 22nd, and November 25th. Now she has missed even more. So we have 9 consecutive drug screens, and she's failed to appear today.
Can
on
I
the show cause.
can I just reach out to her just to see if I can
You
figure
can try
anything out?
calling her. I'll give you a minute.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay. Dennis Lowe, is that yours, Mr. Malaro? It is now. It's right. You're here for Matt.
Yes, Judge.
All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Dennis William Lowe II, file number 22-20692FH, 22-20836FH, and 22-20837FH of Salvatore Malaro, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lowe today. Lau, right? It's Lau, right? And then I have Darren Coast from Pretrial Services. I do have a motion in order to show cause scheduled for today's date. And we have Phoebe Neer appearing on behalf of the people. The allegation is that the defendant tested positive for amphetamines on a screen collected December 20th at the drug testing facility. Mr. Malaro, you represent him as well on the underlying files. Did you receive a copy of the motion in order to show cause?
Judge, these are Matt Murphy's files, so I'll have to look and see what he's got. You said there's a show cause?
Yes. Mr. Rasco, I'm going to change your screen name and pop you in the waiting room, and we'll be right back with you.
Yeah, Judge, I'm not seeing anything. I see amended bond conditions, but that's like from May of this.
Okay. Well, he received a show cause for today's date, so I'm going to arraign him on that.
Okay. I don't see
And then Miss
anything.
Adams or Mr. Coast, if you could email a copy of that, perhaps to Mr. Malaro. So is it Lau or Low?
It's Lau.
Lau. All right, so Mr. Lau, did you receive a copy of the motion in order to show cause?
No.
Okay, all right, you probably wouldn't know. It's, if it got mailed, it may not have made it to him yet. So, Mr. Coast, I think it probably mailed, it didn't reach him yet.
Judge, it is possible. I mean, it was mailed out.
I have December 22nd or 23rd, yeah, so.
Yeah, I believe that's about
All
right.
right, so what I'm gonna do, Mr. Malaro, is I'm gonna set this over 1 week. And then we'll set it to January 4th. And then we'll email to you a copy, Mr. Malaro, of the show cause. And then it'll get there to you, Mr. Lau, by then.
Okay.
And we'll set the pretrial over to that day as well. So we'll see you back on January 4 at 8:30 in the morning. And Mr. Malaro, you do the step in order to adjourn. Ms. Neer, can he sign your name with permission?
Yes.
Yep, we'll get that done, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Lau, January 4 at 8:30, all right?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, yep, we'll see you back on that day. Keep doing
Okay,
your
thanks.
testing.
Okay.
All right, I have a young man from the jail. What is your name, sir?
Milton, remember?
All right, and that is a Matt Murphy file. Is that yours today? Oh, Mr. Degamagosian, did you contact Ms. Carr?
No, Your Honor, I have nothing else to add to the court for this case.
All right. Well, this is date time scheduled for a show cause. The notice did go out November 28th of 2022. So she should have received a copy. Mr. Coast, has she been testing it off? My note says no.
Are you talking about, who are you talking about, Judge?
Miss Carr.
No, she's missed actually her last 10 now.
All right. So she failed to appear. I'm going to issue a bench warrant. And I'm going to set bond in the amount of $75,000 cash. And obviously, Mr. Degamagosian, if you hear from her, let us know. We'll get her in, all right?
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right, is that all you had, Mr. Decker Margosian?
It is.
What were you gonna say, Mr. Coast?
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Judge. Have a good day.
Sure. You too. Mr. Robert. Change your screen name, Mr. Ellis. You're not Mr. Elliott. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Milton Trey Rembert, file number 22-21191FH. Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Murphy, on behalf of Mr. Rembert. And I have Phoebe Meir appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time. Where are you? Set for
Be an arraignment, top of page 3.
It's weird. Okay, set for arraignment. Mr. Malaro, how do you wish to proceed on behalf of Mr. Rembert?
Judge, can we pass on this for a brief moment? I don't see the information and I'm being told we don't have it yet. So until I get it, I don't think I can arrange
Mayor,
it.
can you email that to Mr. Malaro?
Yes.
I have it was filed on December 21.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
all
really
of these.
can't pass
have
because
been-
he's the only thing I have, but I can go to Mr. Ratzko. Is he yours?
I have Mr. Roscoe as well, Judge.
Okay. What'd you say, Miss Mayor?
Just all these I have as being filed and served on the 21st. Same as all of the.
Well, it's the holidays and we know that people are out and people are in, so it may not have just been put in his file yet, so. She'll email that to you. Let me bring in Mr. Roscoe. While you're waiting for that. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Joel Jesus Orozco, file number 21-20645FH of Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Orozco. This is a date and time set for a pretrial as well as contempt of court hearing. Mr. Malaro, how do you wish to proceed on behalf of Mr. Orozco?
Oh, where's Mr. Murphy by chance?
Say it again.
Is Mr. Murphy at the courthouse?
So Mr. Murphy is not here today, and Mr. Malaro is filling in for him today just for your pre-trial and your contempt of court.
All right, because I was supposed to talk to him today. He said that last week from when I waived it, that if I waived it, that they were gonna have a plea bargain on the table that they already talked about and it was working
So
out.
Mr. Rasco, hold on a second. So we have a lot of people down with the flu. And so we're all kind of short staffed today and I apologize for that. But give Mr. Malaro a chance to speak and maybe he'll be able to give you that information.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
It's okay.
Okay, Judge, yeah, I'm looking at the one of Mr. Murphy's final notes. Apparently whatever plea is in the works has not been finalized. And so I guess we're gonna have to ask to adjourn it.
May I talk to the attorney in a breakout room, Ellie?
So Mr. Malaro doesn't have any other case specific information for you. Mr. Murphy would. Okay. And it looks like Mr. Murphy is working with the prosecutor to try to come to an agreement, but they haven't finalized it yet. So
I know,
I'm gonna
yeah.
set you.
I just was told if I did waive it, that there was a plea today. That I was promised that there was gonna be a plea today. Now, I understand what you're
Okay.
saying. I understand that you guys are just going off of your guys' notes and you guys don't know what's going on. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I was told there was gonna promise be a plea today. If I
Okay,
wait,
but there's nothing I can do about that, Mr. Ratzko, today. I can't do anything about that today. I don't have any authority over that.
no, I know, ma'am. I know that's.
So I apologize, but Mr. Murphy will meet with you. I'm just gonna set this over 1 week, okay?
Is
To
there a way-
January 4th, wait.
All
I'm gonna
right.
set it over to January 4, just 1 week at 8:30 in the morning. And then Mr. Murphy will get a hold of you. And then hopefully it'll be settled by the time we come back next Wednesday, okay?
All right, is there a way I can get a PR bond? I'm trying to go to rehab right now. I sent over paperwork.
No, not at this point.
All right,
We'll be back next week, okay?
all right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Orozco.
Thank you, Judge.
Just leave it on and just go ahead. There you go. All right, back to Mr. Rembert. And you'll do the step in order to adjourn, Mr. Malaro, on Mr. Orozco.
Yeah,
Orozco.
yeah, I'll do that.
Ms. Muir, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes.
All right, so, Mr. Rembert, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Milton Trey Rembert, file number 22-21191FH. Mr. Malaro, have you now received a copy of the felony information?
I have, Your Honor.
Do you waive the reading of the felony information?
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of the felony information as to counts 1, 2, and 3. Waive its reading in open court, waive any defects at the time and place of service. Mr. Rembert would stay in mute, ask that a not guilty plea be entered. We also would acknowledge receipt of the witness list and ask to be heard on bond.
Honor plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Rembert. And Mr. Rembert is charged. So Ms. Muir, I don't have this information, but was there an impairment or death?
I think she was talking, she might be muted. I think she was talking.
Ms. Muir, did you say something? Because we can't hear you.
I said, I believe it was a serious injury. I'm sorry.
Oh, you believe it was a serious injury?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so, all right, Miss, in with regard to your request for a PR bond, Mr. Malone?
So Your Honor, I'm going off of Mr. Murphy's notes. It looks like, according to Mr. Murphy's notes, Mr. Rembert was sentenced. I don't know which court, must be, I'm presuming the circuit court, to on December 8th to under the Holmes Youthful Trainee Act. And so there'd be a high likelihood that Mr. Rembert's going to be in compliance. He's certainly on probation. The court's going to know where he is at all times. And he has a high incentive to make sure he appears on these matters so that the HIDA status does not get put in jeopardy. So we would ask that the court consider a PR bond with whatever conditions the court feels is appropriate, which would probably mirror his probation.
Miss Muir? We can't hear you. For some reason, your microphone's not picking up.
Is that any better?
It sounds like you're in a tin can really far away.
Maybe I should leave and then log back in.
Okay. All right, Miss Muir?
Is that any better?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, I guess that's kind of the issue in this case is he was sentenced to height of probation and then a week later this happened. And obviously there was a car accident in this case or a car crash in this case, but it was also the allegations include that he took his mom's car without permission, but he was also found with a number of narcotics in the car, pills, that type of thing. In the vehicle. And again, it was 1 week after he was sentenced to a height of probation. And as of this time, we have not made a formal offer to have this run concurrent with HIDA. And actually on traffic offenses, you can't get HIDA on. So, I mean, obviously it's under consideration by our office as to what we're going to offer, but at this time, I don't think a PR at all is appropriate. I don't know what the bond is set at right now to say whether that's appropriate or not, but I certainly don't think a PR would be appropriate.
Well, Judge, I would just say that according to the information, the date of this offense is September 18th of 2022, which predates him being placed on probation. So I don't, this isn't something that
When was he sentenced?
December 8th.
And what was the incident date on that file?
On the December 8th case?
Yeah.
August of 2022, August 20th.
So Ms. Mayor, it looks like the two incident dates were.
Pretty close together. Sorry, I was going off.
I still can't. Oh, go ahead now, Ms. Mayor.
No, you're right. I was going off of the note in the file. That's when it was charged versus when it happened.
So the two files, Judge, it looks like they're within a month.
Yeah.
And I don't know the first file, how it worked its way through the system. I'm not familiar with Mr. Rembert.
I have his bond at 5,000 on each count. Does that sound about right? All right, who are you on probation with, Mr. Rembert?
I forgot his name.
Tom Moore.
Tom Moore.
Yeah, Tom Moore.
Mr. Moore, yes.
All right, Ms. Walsh, are you able to verify whether or not he's ever reported? No, he's been in jail probably, hasn't he?
Yes, he is, correct. He's been in jail.
Okay, all right, so Mr. Rembert, here's the deal. So, Ms. Meir, we did verify the incident dates were within a month of each other before he entered a plea.
Yes.
I always hate when these don't catch up with each other. All right, so Mr. Rembert, I'm gonna release you on a PR bond. All right, is Mr. Moore here today, Ms. Walsh?
No, he will need to report to Mr. Moore on Tuesday for sure, before 11.
But Ms.